Welcome to the Vale, a rare bastion of civilization in a world recuperating after a terrible, centuries-long war. Though the battles ended 200 years ago, the land still recovers from this period of tumultuous strife and slavery. Join now the defenders of the Vale as they navigate a world riddled with opportunity and tragedy, all the while seeking glory, gold, and adventure.
So, to put it back, Cornelius and Rabbi Jan have found themselves trapped in a jail with no doors, chained next to a very odd man, an odd elfin man, who happens to be Cornelius's poppy, and Rabbi Jan's
Pappuccino.
rehomie.
Ryomi.
Then Basil and Roland, because of the unexpected absence of Onyx and Grok, find themselves alone in the throne room post riddle quiz.
Oh, that's probably not good.
So, Roland, Basil, what would you like to do as the door slams shut behind you?
Wait, I thought if we got the riddles right, we were supposed to not be in prison. This is the opposite.
Well, let's look for secret doors or something. There has to be more to this place than just this.
By the way, Basil, Roland, both of you need to give me an intelligence check as players.
As players? What's my intelligence?
No, but roll your character's intelligence will have to do. Because I don't want to give you a -6.
Bold of you to assume that it's as high as -6.
Especially after last night's quiz. Also, Roland got a 19. Do you guys remember what was unique about this platform you're standing on? You remember the hints that we dropped for you last session?
It was supposed to be where the cage was. I'm gonna call it cage. It's not cage, but dragon cage. It was supposed to be here, underneath here, right?
I mean, you haven't looked yet, so we'll find out, I guess.
Well, is there like a cloth over it?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to remove that cloth, Ricky. Roland, you gotta move.
Yep, okay.
I think Cornelius said that there was supposed to be a prison under here, so...
Don't you still have true sight?
Well, there's still a cloth in the way.
Yeah, it's a real cloth. The cloth is real, Roland.
But I will start pulling the cloth away. Get away, cloth.
It's a really heavy stone. A really heavy throne. Made out of gold, not stone.
Oh wait, there's a throne on top of the cloth as well, isn't there? Right? Or is that wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, this got harder now that we don't have Onyx. Let me check my abilities. Roland, do you maybe think you could turn into something big and be able to carry a giant gold throne?
Probably.
Because right now I have the wind, so I could freeze the chair. Would that help?
No, probably not.
Well, I've exhausted all of my options.
Well, I might not be able to move it, but perhaps I could beat the ever-loving crap out of it as an earth elemental.
Okay, that's probably a good idea, but maybe we should be careful as well, because I feel like if we're ever going to find a restless spirit, it's going to be inside the pyramid, and if we're going to find the restless spirit of a pharaoh, it's going to be when we beat up his throne. So we should probably just be wary of that. Can I, peek under the throne? Just, not pull it off, but just sort of, flap it over so I can still see underneath.
You want to push the throne over?
No, not the throne. But you said there was, a cloth covering the dais.
Oh, you said the throw.
The throw, yeah.
I am from America.
English? Okay, alright.
I don't know. Not only am I from America, but I'm from America's redneck community. I don't quite understand all the dang words you're trying to say. Do you mean the rug-like thing hanging over the side of the platform?
My dearest, my most sincerest apologies. Of course, that's what I meant. Yes, good sir.
Yeah, of course. You can reach over, grab the corner of it, and peek your eyes under there.
I would like to do that, my good sir.
And you do. And then you see a very familiar stone wall.
Yeah, I mean, there's onyx here. Not onyx. The stone onyx. Well, the one that doesn't move here, just like in the other ones. But I don't see any pillars to destroy like the other ones. So now I'm starting to have a mild panic attack because I don't know what to do, Roland.
Well, Basil, I could wild shape into an elephant, and then I'd surely be strong enough to move this throne.
That certainly sounds very on brand.
Alright, stand back. I don't want you to get caught under me.
That's a good point, yes.
Nobody wants to get elephant pooed. Okay, so you're gonna go up against it, lean your fat elephant face against it, and push it off the side.
That is the plan.
All right. As you set your head against it and go to push, you find that it does not move. You lean against it and push, and you do give me a perception check. You do give me a perception check. 17. That's enough. You see that the stone kind of goes through a platform, not the stone, the gold. Like it goes, looks like the gold goes through whatever is you're standing on when you push on the when you attempt to push the throne, and it feels like the platform is not stone. It's hard, but it's not stone. I don't know if that makes sense.
Let's try something else. I'm going to move off of the platform and grab a corner of the carpet with my trunk and try to lift it up and over the throne.
Okay, you lift the carpet up, and then once it gets to the top of that's dangling down the sides, once it gets to the top, it's stretched out from the top of the platform that is laid over the thing. It stops. But the corner of the thing starts to bend a little. But you have a weird angle on it, and it's not going to lift all the way up. The satin carpet is affixed to whatever platform is laid down over the thing.
I'm gonna drop wild shape.
That didn't look like it went well. Okay. I'm trying to think what Fenelius would do, but honestly, I think he would just sit in the throne, and I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna push that thought aside for now.
Are you sitting in the throne?
Note how I said I don't want to do that.
Okay, Basil, as you sit on the throne.
Okay, yes, of course. Perhaps maybe I can get I'm stuck on the invisible wall. Maybe I can get a better look at what's going on with the not moving onyx with the true sight, or maybe I can try and find some sort of mechanism that could eject the chair from its position and we could get around it. I don't know. Perhaps just looking around is... Let's not rush this. Although our friends might die. Maybe we should rush it.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'll sit on the throne.
Oh, hang on a second. Is this just an elf thing?
I'm a half-elf, but I'm not seeing any other options around here.
Well, have you looked?
Look, the longer we debate this, the more danger that Fenelius and Rabijan could potentially be in. I mean, at a glance, right now, do you see any levers or switches or buttons or anything? Anything?
I mean, right now, no, but Basil will sort of pace the outer edges of the room, sort of like looking for something. But, you know, time is relative. What is now? These dragon statues are weird, and we haven't really interacted with these pillows. Maybe he just starts like chucking pillows off the thing.
Fur starts to fly everywhere.
Maybe there's something hidden in here. Maybe.
Your true sight reveals that these are pillows.
There's definitely comfort. So
let me Google the true sight spell. I want to make sure I'm treating it correctly. Also, give me a investigation check, Beazle.
Beetlejuice.
The spell gives the willing creature you touch the ability to see all things as they actually are. For the duration, the creature has true sight. Notice the secret doors hidden by magic, and you can see into the ethereal plane out to a range of 120 feet.
Does the prison count as the ethereal plane?
No.
Ricky. Oh. But I rolled a 26 on my investigation.
Okay. This one making creatures' ability to see things. There are secret hidden doors by magic. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not telling you something that True Sight would have cheated for. There are no hidden doors hidden by magic. So you investigate the pillows. What else do you investigate in the room with that 26?
The dragon statues too.
Have you considered investigating the throne and the materials and all that, like in good detail?
I had thought we already did that, but if we didn't, then I would. But
okay.
It's been a week, so fuzzy brain.
All right, so let me break it down for you. The pillows are obviously where the Andrew Sphinx was sitting while it was, or laying down for a bed while it was stuck in this room by time at waiting to do its job.
Mm-hmm.
The statues have writing in them, and I got to look up the language, so we'll come back to that in a second. So basically, it's a wooden platform that fits over the gold throne pillar that has been bolted into the well. That's what I call these portals or wells. That has been bolted into the well, and it's just got like a satin cloth that dangles over.
So there's a small wooden pallet that it has the throne on it. That is
no incorrect.
Wrong.
The throne goes through the wooden pallet.
Okay. All right.
The pallet goes around it. Roland, when he discovered, was when he lifted it, when he was standing and pushing, the pallet seems to bend and the throne pillar was still. The pillar is made out of solid gold, though it's stone around the sides of the onyx black-like substance. It was never an onyx thing, I don't think. It was a misspoke.
Yeah, I don't think it was actual onyx. I think it looked like onyx.
It's just black as heck. Blackety black, the color.
Like me.
No, darker. Much darker. More like Rabbi Jan's heart.
Oh. What the heck?
Whatever. She took that as a compliment. You saw her. She
Ah,
like, yeah.
you noticed.
I know my players. That's why I can mess with her so well.
So, okay. The only...
You know what would probably help, Basil? If you took a drink from that water.
True! Okay, I take a sip of energy water to, justify my brain, I'll just, water bend it into my mouth again, because I don't have any cups. Okay. How about this, Roland? We investigate the dragon statues, and then if nothing comes up there, we can sit in the throne.
Agreed.
Let me pull that language up.
But maybe I should put an Iceman in the throne first. That might be... I don't know. That probably wouldn't... I wish Finn were here.
Does anybody speak Sylvan? By anybody, do either of you two speak Sylvan?
Only if it's spoken as a word. I can't read it.
Okay, well, you're out.
No.
Man, too bad Fenilius isn't here. He probably speaks
That's
Sylvan.
what I'm saying. And if Rabijan were here, she would stop me from having a panic attack.
If
Probably
he wasn't,
not.
if he couldn't speak Sylvan, he probably knows a spell. Him or Grok both probably know a spell that could make it readable.
Yeah.
Wait, does Trucine? Nope, Trucine does not teach you how to read stuff.
Nah.
You can still be an idiot and have true sight.
Exhibit Basil.
Man, if you guys were one more level, you'd probably be breezing past this trap room.
Oh. What's that?
Because you failed to give him a level last night during your pop quiz.
Okay. Well, pop quiz. What does Basil find when he investigates the dragon statues?
You find four real bone skulls that you assume are dragon skulls that have Sylvan writing, just about 3 sentences each, next kind of engraved in the stones to the right and left of the dragon. And it looks like it's the same picture or symbol of words. So it might be the same thing written on both sides of the things. You also know, you got a 26 on the investigation, you know that each of the 4 stone walls, each of the 4 dragons have different 3-sentence phrases next to them.
Right, okay. So, I can't read these, and I feel bad about destroying history. But the last time that we dealt with a thing like this, destroying 4 things kind of helped. So, maybe we should do some vandalism. Or we could sit in the death chair. One of the two. Or we could perhaps even try and smash the prison without removing the chair. I don't even... Could we just go around it?
You remember how futile smashing the prison was with Jerdoth. The 4 dragon pillars sounds effective as it's worked before, but you say there are words and phrases there that neither of us can read, which might offer instructions?
Yes. Instructions like, don't smash or else we'll be trapped forever. Oh, I don't know if I'd like to take that risk.
So tell you what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit on the throne.
Are you sure you want to do it? I'm pretty sure I can't heal you if something goes wrong. I mean, I'm not saying I want to sit on the throne, but I am saying I don't know any healing magic, and I don't know But if you, I mean, you can also turn into animals, so maybe that counts. So, what do you think?
I have an idea. Roland will cast Goodberry, creating 10 Goodberries and hand them to Basil. Now, Basil, you hold on to these, and if something does happen to me, drag me off the throne and pop a berry in my mouth.
You want me to force feed you a berry?
If necessary, yes.
Roland casts Goodberry. Up to 10 berries appear in your hand and are infused with magic for the duration. The creature can use an action to eat a berry. Eating a berry restores 1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. Berries lose their potency if they have not been consumed within 24 hours of the casting of the spell. The time starts now. I don't know why I said that so, terrifying.
Okay, if you appear dead, I will force feed you fruits and pray.
You might want to pray ahead of time.
Okay, yeah, I will as well. I'll do that also. Basil will take the berries and nod at Roland and say, "Okay, well, have fun in the murder chair."
Roland nods at Basil, then without hesitation sits on the throne.
As soon as your sweet cheeks hit the throne, I just want to pause because I've been wanting to say that sentence for 2 weeks now. A pillar of fire comes from what looks like the top of the pyramid. Basil, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, wisdom saving throw, and constitution saving throw.
What do you mean? Okay, it's true. This would be better if I was next level because I can redo failed saves.
Man, if only you had leveled up.
Wisdom and constitution, or wisdom and charisma?
Wisdom and constitution.
So 16 dexterity, 23 wisdom, 4 constitution.
Okay. A wave of radiant fire slams into the throne, engulfing Roland, the pedestal, the entire room. And it looks like an anime, like the fire hits and kind of curls up. And you get blasted and you slide back 15 feet from your current position. You kind of block and you look, as you look up at where the radiance comes from, you see just a collection of beings almost looking down. It looks like there's a tunnel and a bunch of people are just kind of staring down the tunnel, and you're overwhelmed with the magnificence of these beings as they stare down. And then you throw up and pass out.
Sounds about right. Oh, it's been so long since Basil's puked in a dungeon. Yes!
So Pillar of Flames comes down, engulfs the throne, and you feel like your body is very clearly in the throne, and it kind of hunches over and collapses. But your spirit man, Roland, as you out of body experience, you go flying straight into the sky up this little pillar. And what you do is you're slammed. It feels like you're slammed onto a ground, maybe 100 or 200 feet above the pyramid. And you see these just giant celestial beings kind of kneel down, looking down at the pyramid. And then you look out, and there's thousands and thousands, if not millions of people gathered around the pyramids. It looks like just an ancient, thriving community. Occasionally, here and there, you see dragons flying around, but peacefully. They're being ridden by people. You see other pyramids, and you see cities and development, and it looks a lot less like a desert, although there's definitely sand, but there's also grass and knolls and grassy knolls. And there's trees, and there's water systems like rivers and lakes. And kind of you're looking around, and it feels like at one point in time this was the apex of the planet.
Oh.
After a little bit of time, you see what can only be described as a massive catapult being shot into the crowds in front of the pyramids. And you look again and you notice these aren't just thousands or millions of people, but they're thousands or millions of soldiers. And you see these armies, as you see giant demons and giants and all these other people come wading into the armies gathered by the pyramids. As you look closer, some of these armies have broken into companies of elves and halflings and dwarves and humans, some lizard folk and all the various humanoid races, and some dragons with them. Coming against them is mostly an army of giants and demonoids, but also with some humanoids. Mostly humans, but some dwarves and some elves look like they've been conscripted into this army. And it's a giant battle that takes place. Now, no dragons are on the other opposing armies, and some dragons are on your guys' side. Some very big dragons. couple of which you may have recognized. But about the time you start to look for more details, you feel like you were thrown down. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage as your spirit man comes slamming back into the throne into your body.
16.
All right, you manage to stay awake. You have a splitting headache. It feels like you had been drinking for a week before this happened. And your stomach's doing cartwheels. I'm going to make you do a Constitution saving throw anytime you cast a spell for the next little bit.
Ooh.
Okay, am I able to stand?
Yeah, you can move.
Alright, I stand up, look around, see Basil on the ground. Oh crap, I rush towards him.
You kind of head over towards him, but you're going to have a hard time rushing.
I rush as well as I can, then locate the good berries and shove one in Basil's mouth.
You put the good berry in there, but Basil will sustain no damage, so you kind of put it there and force feed him to eat it. He's there. Do you try to wake him up?
Yeah, I'll try that then. And try to shake him. Basil, wake up!
Oh, wait. Oh, did you cast a spell?
No. What
That upsets me more.
No, I sat down and it felt like my spirit left my body. I was elevated. I'm pretty sure that I saw this capital as it once was, when it was still a great capital. Then there was an invasion, and dragons, Basil. They had metallic dragons, and giants, and demons were invading, and before I could make any sense of it, I was back on the throne. Oh, my head hurts. What happened to you? Why were you asleep?
Well, when you sat down, there was a wave of force, and I didn't really get to get a good look, but I did see some things looking down at you. But I succumbed to the force of the magic after that, and lost consciousness. I don't know what just happened.
You threw up again, didn't you?
Yes, a little. I wanted to omit that. I had hoped you wouldn't notice, but my
Can you
apologies.
kind of smell it? That's okay.
I'm also sorry that I couldn't properly support you while you were time traveling, brain time traveling, dreaming.
I don't know what I'd call it.
Maybe it was like a memory, but
Not
like
one of mine.
not yours. Yeah, it's someone else's. I didn't mean to accidentally call you older than time. That was not my intention. So, the whole transcendental experience thing is surely very interesting, and I'm sure Fenelius would love to hear it, and I'm sure Rabbijon would have been terrified by it. And I am, however, still concerned that the throne hasn't moved, and we still don't have access to the prison, and we still don't have Grok and Onyx, and we're missing a lot of things, Roland, and composure is becoming one of them.
Very true. I'm running out of ideas. Maybe we do need to smash these statues.
I don't know. Maybe we can open the door again and try and explore the rest of the pyramid and find our allies, and then they can help us deal with the prison.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea. Let's try to get that door open.
Okay. And probably shouldn't sit in the mind vision chair.
No.
Did not sound very pleasant. I mean, it sounded interesting, but not pleasant.
Oh yeah, it was interesting. I'll give it that.
Yes, I suppose from what I experienced too, I would agree. So we're able to open the doors, okay?
Yeah, it's not locked.
Okay, good.
You guys are done.
Okay. Yeah.
Rabbijan, Fenelius, we go to you. You guys are still hung in the room. It's probably been 30 or 40 minutes since the last of you two were in there. You felt the entire pyramid shake. You've noticed that in 30 or 40 minutes, Kiwaran like snaps. He kind of drifts in and out of consciousness. But here you guys are. What are you guys doing? Hands secured to the wall, feet loose.
So Kiwaran and Rabbijan have been chatting. I have been attempting to wiggle my fingers and move my hands and see if they seem to have all the movement that they're supposed to have.
You absolutely do. You can move your hands and fingers completely.
I attempt to cast detect magic.
Oh yeah, the walls faintly glow, and I don't know what type of magic.
Also, Rabbijan's not really talking. She's kind of sputtering and blinking a lot and mouth open.
Hold on a sec.
There's a few meows thrown in there, just confused.
So what are you doing?
What
You're
was
doing
the
You're doing
yeah?
it
What
was
was the spell type?
a faint apparition-ish.
Okay. What was important to Fenelius is that he was able to cast the spell.
And what are you doing, Rabbi Jan?
Sputtering incoherently.
You hear, as you sputter, Keywarren wakes up and goes, "Could you have a mental breakdown quieter? I am trying to sleep. It has been very exhausting hanging from this wall for a while."
And at that point, Robinson goes silent and just like big open eyes stares out into the darkness of the room and is still trying to process.
What are you being so weird for? Is she like this? What kind of friend have you? Is she like this? He says, looking at you, Fenelius.
No, she's not.
Ooh, wait, Fenelius, is this your girlfriend?
No.
He looks at you kind of
Robinson
approvingly.
Robinson's gonna start sputtering again. She just can't.
Baxi. I mean, I'm sure there'll be some problems at home with what people say, but us Silwans have never really given a crap about what the other people say. So, how did you guys meet? He says, kind of leaning around his arm. Does your mother know? I'm sure she's excited. She thought you would never get a girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend. Mother has met Rabbi Jean and the rest of my friends. Yeah.
Okay, well, you don't have to be embarrassed. I don't mind. I know it's been a while, but if you've got a girlfriend, man, just be fine with it. I remember how nervous I was the first time I asked your mom out. You know, she yelled at me for that.
How far apart are we?
About 3 feet.
Okay. I cast another spell. Who is next to me?
Keywarren is in the middle.
I cast Dimension Door, and Dimension Door us both out of our shackles and just into the middle of the room.
At which point, Robbie John's gonna snap back into reality and go, "Hey, what about Robbie John?"
No, I wasn't done. It only works for one. Hold on.
You and Keywarren are now chainless in the middle of the room.
Then I will walk back over near.
Yeah, we got to get your girlfriend. Come on.
Near Rabbi Jean and cast it again.
Keywarren actually puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Wait. You're a spellcaster. Great. You're a wizard? Are you a wizard just like your mom?"
Well, I wouldn't say just like Mother. I'm still learning.
Well, that means you have a limited amount of spell slots, right? Like I can cast a couple spells, way less than you guys, but you can only do a few a day.
Yeah, I can do a few. I've got enough to get Rabbi Jean out of the shackles, unless you've got another plan.
I mean, I had my hands bound before, but I'm quite good. I'm quite good with my hands. Why don't you just let me take these shackles off? Let me see if I can do that.
Okay. I'll step back and watch.
He kind of cracks his knuckles, which is weird because one hand is robotic. Comes up to Rabbit Jan and goes, "So, are you dating my son?"
Best friend, get Robbie out of these things, please.
I walk back over and begin casting Dimension Door.
He'll let you do it. The whole time he's pulling out a set of lockpicks that he's had affixed to his arms. As you poof, he just turns around and goes, "So, are you?"
No, we're not.
No. Robbie John is actually kind of mad at Mr. Finn. He died, and it was a big thing. And then Finn's mom asked Robbie John to make sure that Mr. Finn didn't die again. And so that's why Robbie John hangs out with Mr. Finn so much. Robbie John is friends with Mr. Finn, but not like friends with Mr. Finn.
We're not friends.
Is she talking riddles a lot?
Sometimes. I want to point out again that I have had trouble understanding why everyone is mad at me for dying. I didn't do that on purpose. I tried not to, really.
Well, okay. Robbie John understands that Mr. Finn did not die on purpose, but Robbie John tried to bring Mr. Finn back and nothing happened. And so Robbie John was like, very upset and sad. And then when we all went to Mr. Finn's mom's house, like, Mr. Finn was just there chatting, like nothing happened, and Bobby John was confused and a little upset. And I guess maybe it's not fair for Robbie John to still be angry, but Robbie John might still be a little upset.
Well, I am sorry. I didn't know that you tried to bring me back. However you do that, I didn't know you tried that. I wasn't aware of it. And you know, I wasn't. You've met my mother, right? I wasn't. It's not like I would rather have not been there talking with her, but you know, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Finn. Robbie John isn't angry anymore. But if Mr. Finn keeps doing stuff that's dumb, Robbie John might be upset. But for now, Robbie John is okay. And she's going to, like, kind of rush at Phenalius and give him a big hug.
Oh, this is awkward.
So you guys aren't dating?
And at
No.
which point Robbie John, still hugging Finn, is going to turn to his dad and go, no.
I do again apologize for the Oasis thing. I mean, the water didn't seem like it was anything wrong with it. It's actually quite delicious. Would you like a drink?
And now Robbie John is going to hiss at Mr. Finn. No.
Hey,
And she's going to let him go.
All right, so you guys are out. What are you doing now?
Well, I have a plan. You won't like it, Robbie John.
Robbie John kind of figured that. Continue.
Well, there's a faint magic on the walls. I don't know if that magic prevents us from teleporting out, but I figure the walls can't be more than 5 or 10 feet thick. So, I mean, I could just try to teleport through and see if there's an open space on the other side.
Hold that thought. Robbie John has a spell that she thinks might work better, and she's going to cast Shape Stone.
What?
You reach your hand out to any section of the stone, it doesn't matter, and touch it and cast Shape Stone, and the magic energy goes. You can feel the spell slot expending. That's a cantrip, but nothing happens.
Well, it worked and it didn't. So, Mr. Finn wanted to teleport?
So you remember when I said the walls had a faint magic? I had thought that I might, attempt to dispel that magic first, just in case it interfered with doing stuff to or through the walls.
Oh, yeah, that would probably help.
I walk over to the wall and cast Dispel Magic.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
20.
Ah. All right, well, you needed 18. So it fails. No cheating to get out of my dungeon. No, the walls are now not magical. Ish.
What does ish mean?
No, you cast a spell.
All right, Rabishan, do you want to try that whatever you did before that you said worked but didn't work?
Yeah, Robbie John can try that again.
Keywarden says, wait. Did you make the magic go away?
Yes.
Then she wants to try that, and he walks to one side of the room, right in the middle, and says, right here. This is where the door should be.
Do you know how thick the door was?
He starts tapping on it, takes out a couple of tools and starts messing with it. He chisels around a chunk of stone and pulls it out. 7 feet-ish.
Robbie John's not sure if she can do 7 feet-ish.
I believe in you.
Do you, though?
I do.
Well, to heck with him. I believe in you. Get on it, girl.
Okay. Robbie John.
Get on it, girl who's not dating my son.
That is correct. Robbie John is going to move to the space that he has pointed out, and she's going to again cast Stone Shape.
Perfect. Pause. Basil, Roland, what are you doing?
Okay, I suppose we should try some of these walls.
Well,
What do you mean try some of the walls?
Because the walls were covering up doors.
The walls are covering up doors, yes.
So, Roland, I can show where areas of that are covering doors are, but I don't know how to move the stone to that level.
unfortunately, I don't think that I have anything that will. No, I don't.
Finn! Ravishan! Rock!
I don't think that's going to help.
I don't want
Oh.
Onyx to feel left out, so Onyx!
Yeah,
Can you
if
turn
we.
into a burrowing creature and burrow through
Well-
the stone?
What I was going to say is, if we rest up a bit, I can regain some druidic energy and wild shape into an earth elemental.
Wouldn't we have to leave them
But-
for an hour then?
Yeah, that's the downside. I came into this pyramid thinking it would be overrun with undead, not, oh, today is a good day to remodel.
0 undead in your pyramid.
I'll take it as a dub. We're fighting too much undead. That's so scary. Okay, how about this? You recover your strength. I will try and find a way to open these mechanisms.
Alright, I will hang back and recuperate. Give a shout if you need me.
Yeah, while Roland regains his energy, Basil will first, try and see if there's anything that he missed. I don't know if I have any more true sight left. I don't know, but he would try and see if even if it doesn't look like there's a mechanism dedicated to opening it here, if he could see like some sort of way to interact with it that wasn't intended as well.
Are you talking about the doors, or are you talking about back in
The wall, because there's walls covering the doors, right? So, because we can't even see the doors, right?
No, now you can't at all. It's just what
Because the true sight is gone, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So, since I would need to feel around, I would just sort of feel around for any sort of indentations or whatever that I think are unusual or whatever, and I'll try them. And if nothing works there, then I guess I'll try and I'll make a chisel and hammer out of ice. But I'll make a big chisel and just try and sort of running jump, kick it into a gap in the stones.
Well, just so you know, that horribly fails.
Yes, I'm certain it will, but I have to try something. So Basil is going to spend this hour creating spikes of ice and trying to slam them into the wall, likely shattering a lot of them, maybe hurting himself.
Okay, back to Fenilius and Rabbi Jan. What are you guys doing?
Well, that depends. How successful is Rabijan at digging a hole through the door?
In that hour, she gets to the back of a wooden door.
Well, who's next?
Tag out.
So
Oh, wait, Rajan has an idea. So, Mr. Finn's dad, you have like some little like picky tool thingies. Maybe you could get the door.
okay, he kind of sidesteps around you and goes to the door awkwardly.
Is there a door handle or anything like that? A latch? Anything visible?
Oh yeah,
yet?
I apologize. Yeah, she got to the back of the door. She opened up the tunnel. Once she did her first block and she kind of saw where it was, I'm assuming that she spent the time to get the whole door open. I just made that assumption for you so you didn't have to.
Okay. I walk up and I reach out and I touch the door handle or latch and jiggle it. Is it locked?
No.
Good job, Dad. You did it.
No.
It's
Hey,
amazing.
man, boy. When we share this story with your mom, how about we say the door was locked by one of the most difficult locks that's ever existed?
That sounds fair.
Rajan will consider it.
Oh my gosh. Listen, if you never get a wife, you'll miss out on all the joys of a wife.
Are you talking to me or Rabijan?
Well, I mean, I guess both of you, I guess. Mainly you, though. He says as he opens the door and goes, "Look, guys, the door's open!" And at this time, Roland, you see the illusion. Actually, no. Here's what happens. Basil, you're running. You have this ice pick set on the door. You jump.
Mm-hmm.
You go to drop kick this giant pick of ice, and you go flying through the illusionary onyx stone, right past Kiwarren's head, land right at the feet of Rabbi Jan.
Wait, is there no stone there anymore?
Oh, hi.
Oh!
It's Basil!
Whoa! Did that work?
What the deuce?
Oh!
Yes, it worked. Whatever you did worked. You saved us. Thank you.
Yeah.
Just for the record, Roland, you saw Basil jump into the onyx wall.
Oh no.
Roland's going to get up and walk through the wall that Basil just jumped through.
All right, you walk in, bumping into Kiwarren. He goes, "Oh, hello. Why are there so many people coming into the jail cell?"
Yeah, that's a good question. Robbie John wants to get out now, so can we turn around and, like, go that way?
Basil, why? I mean, I don't want to be offensive, but why do you smell so bad?
So you know how sometimes I
that's
feel
not-
unwell when we go underground.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rabishan. Can you maybe you've got some kind of a treatment for him?
Well, no, it's just Roland exploded, and then I was sick.
Wait, what?
Hey,
Yeah.
What?
Got better.
No, Robbie John's got nothing for that, sorry.
Can you fix somebody who explodes?
There were little light people that looked down at him, and then he blew up, and then I got hit by the blown up, and then he went to sleep, and then we woke up.
Rabishan, you might need to give Basil here a once over. I think he's bumped his head.
Oh, wait. Robbie John thinks she can help with the smell, and she's gonna pull forth her fun little gift that she got. That's called, what's it called?
The decanter of endless
The
water.
decanter of endless water. Yes, thank you. And
He's
then,
gonna spray me.
and then she's going to pull off the cork and say, "Geyser!" and just fire hose him down.
Wait, he's here? Is this helping?
Robbie John feels like it's helping. Her nose is a little happier. She's going to then recork the decanter when she feels satisfied of Basil's cleanliness.
Oh, I certainly feel more awake. I'm so glad you guys are safe, though. And didn't blow up. Did you blow up?
I didn't blow up.
Well, you kind of. I mean, that's up for debate, Roland.
Is that what made everything kind of shake around a little bit? So Robbie John felt like some shaking stuff happening.
Oh, almost certainly. It was awful and amazing.
Wait. You blew up? Wait.
No.
Why? What
No,
did you do? He
have
put
to
his hand
say-
on your shoulders, and he goes, "What happened to you?"
You look
Okay.
amazing for having blown up.
Thank you, Fenilius, but I didn't blow up. What happened was, and Roland begins to recall the events that occurred when he sat on the golden throne. But just as soon as everything was beginning, I was brought back to consciousness, and can anyone do anything for me regarding this terrible headache?
You have a headache?
Yeah, I've got
Me-
like a 3-day migraine here.
Robbie John wonders if maybe you're dehydrated.
Did you guys drink the water outside?
No.
Yes, it's great.
Oh, it's the best water there is.
It's really good.
Oh man, if you didn't drink it, you really missed out.
Robbie John doesn't care. Robbie John has great water all the time, forever.
I have 5 water skins of it here, if you like. You can have one of mine.
Wait, this is Mr. Silwyn?
Oh, hi guys. So, I'm sure you have lots of questions. Let's table those. I have a lot of questions, and I'm old, so I get to go first. Okay, you sat on the throne. Did you look under the throne?
We tried. It's
Wait.
fixed.
Is the Sphinx still there?
No, the Sphinx is gone.
Oh, he takes off towards the throne room.
I will quickly follow.
Hey, wait up, Findad and Finn. I would also like to follow. Oh,
I-
that's mad.
Robbie
I am
John's
still-
following.
I am still a bit damp. When I get up, I shake my hair like a dog.
He comes in, he stops, he like slides into the throne or into the platform, almost falling on it. He goes, "Hey, we need to get under here."
Well,
Yes, evidently, but
It's
Sure.
not that easy. Basil, you said there was inscriptions on the dragon statues. Perhaps now that we're more well-rounded
No,
out,
it's just
somebody else.
it's just their names.
it's their names? The dragons?
Yeah, these 4 dragon skulls. apparently there was a society here a long time ago, way before any of the other places, and there was a big battle, and these 4 dragons offered their lives to do some sort of shield spell. I don't quite understand it. That's one of the things I was here checking out. But what's really important is
Shield?
what's behind or under door number 1 here.
Well, we can't. The chair in the way.
Yeah, but that's not actually attached to this platform.
But we.
What? No, I turned into an elephant and I couldn't move this thing.
The chair or the platform?
The chair.
The chair.
Yeah, it looks like it is attached, but the platform is not attached to the chair or the Well, it's kind of attached to the platform. It looks like there's a couple bolts here and there that we can take those off.
I didn't bring a screwdriver. Could I make a screwdriver?
First of all, I like the way you think, but I do stuff like that. He cracks his
Make
knuckles again.
screwdrivers?
Again is weird because he has one elf hand and one kind of robotic hand.
Wait, do you need to eat? Are you dying?
No, I'm not dying. Are you dying?
Okay. Well, no, I just wanted to check because I didn't know how.
You're the one who smells like puke. Do you need to eat? You probably lost whatever you did eat.
I got
earlier.
washed.
How long have you been trapped here?
He's kind of pulling on the platform, and a chunk of it cracks and breaks, and you can tell that it's wood that's just bolted down. Oh, I've been here a while. Let me see. What's the date today? He looks at all of you guys.
I look at Fenilius.
It is the 3rd of Olarune.
Third of Olarune.
Olarune.
It's the 3rd of Olarune. 3 months and a year.
What?
And
And you don't need to eat?
Yeah,
Well,
Ravishan's wondering how you're not dead.
Well,
Can I
first
at
of
least-
all, I'm very crafty. Second of all, I don't know. I think it's just a property of that cell. I don't think you're allowed to die when you're in prison.
Well, are you going to die now?
No, I mean, are you gonna kill me now? He
No,
he's
no,
not
no.
to a pilot.
No. Would you like a hand with vandalism?
What, dying? Are you trying to help me? Listen,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
in hospice.
I mean with the throne and the platform. I didn't mean no. There's been a horrible misunderstanding. Why do people always assume I'm going to kill
Fidelius,
someone?
why is your friend trying to kill me?
I don't
mean it.
I don't think he is. That doesn't sound like something he would do.
At least you're not an incredibly scary halfling barbarian.
Yeah, Ravishan can vouch for Mr. Basil. He's very nice, and
Thank you, Ravishan. Also, hello, I'm Basil.
I'm not shaking your hand, murder guy.
I
he
wasn't.
typically doesn't murder.
These are friend hands. Look, I'll use them to help you at a respectful distance that doesn't include any threat.
I'm just gonna he keeps pulling up chunks of the wood around the throne.
I will join him.
You stay over there.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Silwyn.
Rebjan, roll a d20.
Pretty mediocre. How's an 11 do?
I don't know. How do you feel about all 4 of those dragon heads coming back to life?
I don't
nonplus.
feel about it now.
So
That's
he's
fair.
ripping up chunks of this. Basil, go ahead and give me a strength check if you're gonna do it over there.
Oh, 7.
You go to help. You pull it up and it slams down, smashing your fingers. You take 1 hit point of damage as all 4 of your 8 of your fingers are squished in between stone and plywood. As you do that,
Blows on them.
he goes, "Wow, maybe I shouldn't worry about that guy trying to kill me."
Yes, I agree.
Okay, after a little while, you guys, I'm assuming you guys helped. You guys helped him.
Yeah.
You pull over you take all of the satin and the wood off, and now there's just the same sort of well that you guys have come to expect, a stone well with a darker than black center goodness. That this one is unique in that it has a golden pillar / throne coming out of the middle of it. So that's the throne you guys sat in, right?
That's the one
Indeed.
Roland was in, yeah. The one that exploded.
It did.
It did. I mean, there was something violent that reached out from it.
Has anybody else besides the druid sat in it?
None of us. Are you going to sit in it?
No. Never would do that. He sits in the throne.
I make eye contact with him the whole way as he goes to sit in the front.
All right. Again, radiant light fire pillar comes down, smashes. I need all of you to give me a dexterity, a wisdom, and a constitution saving throw.
Well, Basil rolled a 15 dexterity, a 12 wisdom, and an 11 constitution.
All right. We'll do Fenilius next. Fenilius got a 15 dex, a natural 20 wisdom, and a 19 constitution because he's a cheater. Rabijan got a 13 dexterity, an 11 constitution, and a 26 wisdom. Roland got a 10 dexterity, a 14 wisdom, and a 7 constitution save. Okay. Basil, you manage to hold your footing. You pass out and you throw up.
Yeah. Wait, before I pass out, do I see the figures again this time or no?
No, you
Okay.
don't see anything. Rabbi Jan, you're pushed back 10 feet or 15 feet. You throw up, but you see 3 figures, one of them including Freya, looking down the tunnel at everybody.
What? Blech.
That's exactly. Hey, I miss you, Freya. Okay, Roland, you get knocked back, you get knocked unconscious, and you throw up, making your hangover worse. Cornelius, you don't get knocked back. You manage to, as it hits you, the pillar of flames hit you. You manage to stand there and brace yourself. You see what you recognize to be gods at the top of this tunnel looking down at you. You recognize Freya as well as, no, you don't know this one, but there was you recognize, actually you rolled a damn nat 20. Why don't I give you a little bit of extra lore that you weren't going to get? Do you remember the cave dwelling with all the paintings?
Yes.
Do you remember the one that had all the metallic dragons?
Yep.
Do you remember how there was a really big one that looked like he was in charge of all of them?
Yes.
You see that. You see
Ooh.
Bahamut.
Cool.
He's hanging out.
And you feel fine. You don't know why all these wimps are puking. And then as you guys as all of you that are awake kind of get there, Q Warren steps off the throne and goes, they do exist, and they exist near here. And he starts to head towards the door, very talking to himself and muttering.
Hey, Kimoran, who exists and near here? What?
So I know I haven't been around much. He says, he comes out of a fog and looks at you, and he looks a little sad. I know I haven't been around much, buddy. Buddy, I can call you buddy, right? I don't know if that's. Do I call you buddy? Should I call you buddy? How about Fenilius? I'll stick with Fenilius. That feels right.
Fenilius is good.
All right, Fenilius. I've been chasing these Warforged, but not only just Warforged. It's a race of people that are made out of like metal and wood and vines, and it's like crafting and nature, and it's a real blend, and it's beautiful. It was the height of elven creativity. But not only do some exist, which we've seen, they're not unheard of, but I think the way to create them is here.
Ooh, that's fascinating. I'll go with you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Defenders of the Veil. You can follow the cast on Facebook at Defenders of the Veil or on Twitter at Defenders Veil. Please subscribe. Leave us a 5-star rating and review wherever you find podcasts. Tell your friends about us too. Make sure you tune in next week for more shenanigans from the Veil. Until then, guilties, farewell.
What's Fenilius's eye and hair color, Rick?
Silver white hair, green eyes flecked with gold.
Legolas.
Sorry,
it's pronounced Fenilius.
So wait, would that be more of like a Witcher style, or
What's a Witcher?
what? You've never seen The Witcher on the Netflix? On the flicks?
Rabbi Jan has Netflix?
What's a Netflix?
Oh, come on, this is totally out of character.
Yes, I've seen it. And no, I did not model the Fenilius after The Witcher.
Well, okay. But now that you've seen The Witcher, would you say it's more Geralt versus Legolas?
Yes, The Witcher definitely modeled himself after Fenilius.
Okay, good. Now I have a visual.
Just think a way less manly.
So like a Legolas physique with the Geralt hair and eye color?
No, I meant way less manly than Legolas.
So like Erwin?
Less manly.
Okay.
If we don't
Your
get
daughter?
if we don't get some character art after this one, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
True.
And then go to a different room and you'll see Finn and Ravijan chained to a fucking wall, and next to them, or rather in between them, is this old elf guy who's like crazy excited to see people because who knows how long he's been in there. And come to find out, it's Fenilius' dad, and he's an artificer, so he's got like missing limbs that are replaced with robots. So it's Finn's dad, and apparently it's also the guy that rehomed Ravijan as a wee little kitten.
Rehomed. You made it sound like a pet adoption.
I mean, she's a cat, so It's accurate.